Hello, I'm Medina County Auditor Mike Kovack, and we're here to walk you through your 2008 tax bill. And with me today is Joan Heller, our Chief Deputy Auditor at the Medina County Auditor's Office. And first of all, just to let you know, I'm sure most of you are aware by this point in time that tax bills have been a little bit late this year. As most of you know, it was a state-mandated reappraisal year for Medina County, so that set us back a little bit. In addition, we've got a new tax appraisal system that were installed this year, and as typical with systems like that, we've had a little bit of trouble with that. Additionally, Governor Strickland changed the homestead exemption law this year for senior citizens. Unfortunately, they changed that in July. Typically that process starts in January of the year, and in Medina County alone, we went from approximately 3,000 senior citizens on homestead to almost 11,000 people on homestead. So again, it took us a little bit of time to get all those items put into the tax bill. You may actually have your tax bill in front of you, and we wanted to take a little bit of time to walk you through that and let you know some of the changes that have occurred this year. This may not be exactly what your tax bill looks like, but the things you're going to be looking for as you go down to the bottom left-hand side, you're going to see a land, building, and total numbers, and you're going to see an appraised value and a 35% taxable value. And again, that appraised value is our estimation of what your property is worth in the open market. A good rule of thumb is the estimate of what it would sell for. Now in Ohio, that's not what you're taxed on. It's actually reduced to 35% of that, and that is the assessed or the taxable value that moves out to the right-hand side.
Underneath that, you'll see the full voted millage. That is all of the millage that we voted in that's actually applied to the 35% value.
Our next slide here actually takes you through that tax calculation, and as Joan was mentioning before, we start here with a $100,000 home. The appraised value, or what we estimate it would sell for, you take it times the 35%, and that will give you the assessed or taxable value at $35,000. Next, you're going to multiply that times the effective rate. In this case, the 52.69 is changed over. We didn't change, that's an incorrect number there. It would typically be 0.05269, et cetera, because 1 mil is 1/10 of a penny. That would give you the subtotal on your taxes. Now, in Ohio, all residential property gets a 10% reduction. Now, if you live in the home in Ohio, you also get an additional 2.5% reduction, which does not apply to rental properties. Subtract those two reductions out to get you to your $1,809 for a whole year of taxes, and if you divide that by 2, it'll give you your half-year tax rate at $904.58.
Again, that is for residential only. The commercial property does not get the 10% discount.
That's right.
They're also going to find something new in their included with their tax bill this year. If you were eligible and signed up for the homestead, there's a new form that we were required to send out, and we'll take a look at that right now.
For those of you who signed up for the homestead exemption program this past year, or who were on it before, are going to see this new notice inserted into your tax bills this year, but it will show you the amount of reduction that you're getting on your tax bill due to the homestead exemption program. It's considerable. Signing up for this program reduces your appraised value for tax purposes $25,000. So if your home was appraised at $100,000, it would now be appraised for tax purposes at $75,000, and that's before we apply the 35% reduction rate. So it's a tremendous program. For those of you who signed up for the homestead exemption, who are eligible for it, actually you're looking at between $300 and almost $500 a year discount on your property tax bill. We also have a brochure that's available for 2008 that shows you how to calculate your taxes, and it gives you the different tax rates across the districts, which there's about 50 different tax rates that apply to the different subdivisions throughout Medina County.
All that information about tax bills is up on our website now. So if you don't have your tax bill and you want to know how much it's going to be, go to our website, you can look at it, you can pull up your tax bill and see how much it's going to be.
Absolutely, that's very important, because again, the tax bills were out late this year. The tax bills are now online, and we get a lot of calls saying, I'm going on vacation, I want to pay my taxes now. And we say, no matter where you're at in the world, you can call it up on our website. As soon as the tax bills are available, we put them up on our website, and you can see how much the amount is, and then mail your taxes in. Thank you for tuning in today to get some information on your tax bill. I'm sorry they were a little bit late. Frequently people complain when they're early, but we did have some people concerned with them being late this year. Typically they didn't want to miss the due date, but they should be due early March to mid-March. That's the standard due date for a lot of counties surrounding us. So we'll give you a little bit of a break this year. And again, thank you to Joan Heller, our Chief Deputy Auditor, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.